Starting with piece of shit ass Nikolai. I mean, look at those eyes, that smile. You do not, under any circumstances, trust this man. One of the villains of Resident Evil 3, Nikolai essentially sold out his comrades, feeding them to the monsters surrounding Raccoon City for data, so that he could sell to other shady corporations. It was all for money, and so this is one greedy ass dude. Well, wait, you might be saying he didn't actually kill anyone, the monsters did. Well, then there's this.
And I'm not an infected. No, wait, please!
Yeah, I mean, imagine if instead of Leon, we had Nikolai sent in to rescue Ashley. In terms of evil, this guy purely worked for himself. You know, in turn, it killed innocent people, but he didn't create the monsters himself, nor was he trying to blow up the universe. So 4 out of 10 for the evil. 4 out of 10. Then we have Evelyn, who I think is the lesser of the evils. Bear with me here. Yes, a creepy pale child with raggedy hair and a black dress who appears through hallucinations. That's literally the devil, you know? But she was more so created to be evil, and she's not really a human, more of an experiment gone wrong. I mean, yes, she irreparably destroyed the lives of the Baker family. More of that blame goes to another member of that family who goes way lower on this list. I'll give Evelyn like a 4.2 out of 10 of evil. Mr. X, a stone-cold killing machine. No real intent of evil, just doing what he's told by his masters. That's a 4 out of 10 evil, I think. Also, he has the demeanor of an innocent baby. Baby owl, I think. Carla Radames is a weird-ass case of evil. She mostly represents the sin of vanity because of, obviously, her obsession with Ada Wong. She wanted to become Ada Wong. She worked closely with the main villain of Resident Evil 6, Derek something, I forgot. And as an attempt to get his attention, she became his obsession, which was Ada Wong. That is wife material. 2 out of 10 evil, I think. 2 out of 10. Just poorly thought out character overall. William Birkin is a company man, you know, Umbrella Corp, that is. He's only as evil as they allowed him to be. You know, he's just pretty much creating all these viruses, which is pretty terrible still. He just didn't have any aspirations, you know, global domination ones. 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 for William Burke. I'll probably say the same for James Marcus, you know, although he was way more vengeful than William Burke. 4.5 out of 10 evil. Yes, the Ashford twins, the most despicable Resident Evil twins. What is more annoying than spoiled incest brats with like weird English accents? Nothing. 10 out of 10 evil. No, I'm kidding. But the Ashford twins were pretty bad, and they maintained the Rockford prison island where the methods of treating prisoners of war were less than fair. They were tortured brutally by Alfred. Overall, I don't know if this is a case of, what's that thing called, where like rich people don't know that they're doing something bad? Affluenza, you know? They should have just called them the Affluenza twins. 5 out of 10 evil for both of them. Alright guys, get ready. This is where people get more evil. It's gonna get pretty bad. Osmund Saddler, the title of cult leader, is already really bad. Not only that, purposefully killing, or rather massacring countless families, specifically children, for world domination, becoming an international terrorist by kidnapping America's president's daughter in what might be the dumbest fucking plan of all time. Osmund might be the closest to Satan himself in Resident Evil terms. He has no redeeming qualities. 8 out of 10 evil. Where can we possibly start with this man? Let's start at the very beginning when Lucas was a child. He invited his friend Oliver over, just, you know, to play, and instead he trapped Oliver in the attic for so long that Oliver's, you know, dead fluids started dripping through the ceiling. And that was his first kill at such a young age. This man was doomed to fail. But not only that, Lucas was a grade A engineering student, which meant he had no game. So with that being said, he would creepily stare at his sister Zoe while she was doing yoga. He'd insult his mother Marguerite's cooking, which is such a dick move. He then essentially invited over a biological weapons company into his own family, enslaving them and turning them into freaks. And while they were freaks, the Bakers captured hitchhikers, YouTube ghost hunters, which is kind of funny now that I think about it. These guys, you know, must have been looking for J Station this whole time. And all of these, albeit unwanted visitors, were pretty much maimed, tortured, mutilated. You take your pick. This guy is the worst of the worst, 11 out of 10 evil. I think we know who's next. Albert is like the human villain of the series, the first one that comes to everyone's mind. You know, he's like the Darth Vader of the Resident Evil series. That being said, my take on how evil this bastard actually is, and he is a bastard, may shock you. I don't think he's as evil as some people make him out to be. You see, Albert was kidnapped at a very young age by Umbrella. For being too intelligent, he was programmed in one way or the other to carry out all of the bad shit that he did. I mean, he kind of admits this to himself during a peaceful, loving discussion with Oswell Spencer. It's one thing to do evil things not knowing you're doing evil things, and then it's another thing to do evil things while knowing you're doing evil. It's a weird similarity that Albert has with Evelyn. It's a weird connection. Okay, now let's get to the bad things that this guy has done. He infiltrated the STARS members, killing or being responsible for most of their deaths, aiding William Birkin with the development of other viruses, global domination, engineering of a superior race, nearly causing the extinction of the human race. Okay, he's still pretty bad, you know. 9 out of 10 evil. 9 out of 10. Lady D. She's pretty bad, but in other ways. She made wine out of dead girls, you know. She's a tyrant, literally, of Castle Dimitrescu. I do think there's somewhat of a similarity between the Ashford twins and Lady D. It's just that Lady D's crimes are more enormous. And, you know, 7 out of 10 evil. Next we have Brian Ironic Irons. Ironic because this demon dressed in police attire was actually a serial killer. And not the nice kind. This is off topic, but it still amazes me how people do like fan edits of serial killers on TikTok. Like I'm pretty sure there's a fan edit for Brian Irons out there. No, but this douche was a huge fan of tall, white, blonde women, and he lured them into his office using his authority as, you know, the police chief. He then essentially turned these women into taxidermy, taking out all their organs. Oh yeah, he also caused the complete annihilation of Raccoon City by giving Umbrella Corp some special privileges into Raccoon. Just a pretty horrible, horrible guy. He sold out his city, he took innocent lives, he looks like a fucking donut. Fuck this guy. 11 out of 10 evil. And for the last spot of the countdown, Oswell Spencer, the mastermind of this insanely brutal universe, the Emperor Palpatine of Resident Evil. You see, there's an important distinction. This guy falls under wrath and pride, which I actually didn't know this. Pride is the worst sin of the 7 deadly sins. I don't know why. Maybe that's me being prideful. Oswell's main goal was to eradicate the human race and to create a devilishly elite race of hybrid humans and weapons since day one of his life. Oswell was actually the understudy of Mother Miranda, a villain I didn't include on this list because she is ancient. But truly, every single bad deed, viruses, I don't know, bombs, creatures, can be linked to this man, making him in many ways the most evil character, and in case it wasn't obvious in the first game, the Resident Evil.
10 minutes.
Well, thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below which character you believe is the most evil and why. There's definitely a lot more. So if you have any underrated picks or vague characters, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more horror lore, lists, and mysteries. Have an awesome rest of your day, and as always, stay single.
Remember.